Happy Wednesday, everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday Pawz. This is Amy Yoder, South Campus Dean of Students. Welcome back. We had a little break, so we're all happy to see you. I hope you had a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and I hope you're enjoying this amazing spring weather we're getting right now. High wind warnings coming this Friday, so get out and get some sunshine and enjoy those 70-degree temperatures. We have several guests today, which is wonderful. As always, joining us is our interim president, Bill Reuter. We have Katie Marshall, our director of career services. And of course, I'd be remiss without saying my fabulous co-host, Paula Sandy, executive director of marketing and communications. So welcome, everyone. Just a reminder that if you have any questions, you can post them in the chat, or you can always email or contact us directly. So let's get things kicked off today, and I'm pleased to welcome Interim President Reuter for his President's Corner update. Oh, you are muted, sir.
Thank you, Amy. Where is it 70 degrees? In Grand Island? It's not.
In Grand Island, it's 70 degrees.
Wow, Island's fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in to this live edition of the Wednesday Pawz. I really always appreciate the opportunity and look forward to providing a few updates on important items of interest that are going on at the college. A couple of weeks ago, I think we talked about midterm grades, or midterms were coming up. Well, guess what? We're past midterm. So really want to remind students that, take a critical assessment. How are you doing with your classes? If you think you're falling behind, or you're falling behind with your work, or you're struggling with the learning platforms, or you just need to talk things through, there are resources available for you. Please make use of them. We have on-campus computer labs. Those are for student use. They're available for you. We have tutors that are willing to assist students in need. So students, please, 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 ask for help if you need it. That is what we're here for. Our job is to make you successful. It seems like we're always talking about enrollment. We finish fall, we're into spring, or winter, and then spring. And now guess what? Summer 1 and summer 2. We have 2 summer sessions that is now open for registration. We are doing a combination of some seated and online courses this summer. So you as an individual student have the flexibility to look at the schedule based upon your needs and wants to decide which class, what style. These classes, the summer session, are shorter than the traditional 15-week fall and spring semesters. So we find a lot of students coming here maybe to get ahead and or catch up on a class that they weren't able to complete during the fall and spring semester. And it's important to note, if you are a current matriculated SUNY Erie student, you can use your financial aid towards the cost of summer classes. Summer 1 starts May 24th, ends July 1st. So you have time to go away for the 4th of July. Second session starts July 6th and ends August 12th. So you have a chance to wind down before fall classes start. Segue into fall classes. Guess what? Monday, registration for fall classes starts. So if you need assistance in trying to figure out which classes to take, reach out to one of your advisors or come to one of our campus advisement centers. That is why we're there. We're there to help you. Our schedule right now, subject to change, subject to SUNY approval, will be face-to-face classes. That is the schedule we're building right now. We need to have the ability to pivot, but right now we are planning for in-person classes. If our COVID positivity rates go through the roof and increase, then we may have to change what we're doing, but our approach will be that it will be in person for the fall semester. So register now to get the first choice of classes, and also gives you the ability to make sure you stay on track for your degree programs. And as we move forward with, like anything, if circumstances change, please, we will reach out to you. We will let you know. So rest assured, we will continuously let you know. Talking about fall enrollment, maybe not for our current students, but you ever hear of phone a friend? Well, tell a friend. We have a virtual open house on April 24th. It's a Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12:45. If you know of somebody that decided to sort of opt out, not attend classes in the fall or the spring, and they're thinking about coming back, attend the virtual open house, talk to people, hear what SUNY Erie has to offer. And then finally, I know some of the other colleges in the area have been starting to make announcement about graduation. It's going to be in person. We had previously announced that we were going to be doing a virtual ceremony, but our team, led by Amy and Paula and a lot of other people, are looking at ways that possibly we can do something a little differently. There are lots of rules and regulations. This is not just SUNY Erie deciding what to do. We have to make sure we follow all the state guidelines and all the county guidelines. And we don't have a lot of the options that maybe the large four-year schools have as far as space and outdoor stadiums. We're a much smaller two-year school spread around 3 campuses, but we are taking a look at how we can possibly deliver something in person. No promises, and we're trying to solidify those plans, and we'll certainly make an announcement hopefully by the end of this week. So Amy, that is it for the President's Corner, actually Interim President's Corner for this week. And I look forward to tuning in again and being a part of your session in 2 weeks. So take it away, Amy.
Thank you, sir. We'll look forward to having you back with us again.
Thank you.
So this is the time of pause that I always give a little bit of an update of our current COVID-19 situation. So I want to congratulate you all. We are doing fabulous in terms of our compliance and our social distancing, mask wearing, and you know, we have not seen the spike that other places have seen. But it is important to remember we're still in the thick of this. Keep diligent. Keep washing your hands, keep your distance, wear your mask, and continue to participate if you have a physical presence anywhere outside of a remote learning environment. You are required to test. So please, please, please get in touch with us. We are reaching out to you to get your test scheduled for the remainder of the semester. It's painless, it's easy, it takes 2 seconds, and we have such fabulous, wonderful staff there to greet you and are so happy to meet with you in a face-to-face environment. So please, please, please get your pool testing done. There has been a couple changes in terms of quarantine requirements that I just wanted to mention here. So currently right now, if you have been fully vaccinated, meaning you've received the second dose, if it's a Pfizer Moderna vaccine, or you've received your only dose of the Johnson & Johnson, and it's been 2 weeks since that dose, but also within 90 days, you are no longer required to quarantine if you have traveled out of New York State. Starting April 1st, the quarantine requirements for those that do travel out of New York State are going away. So you will see a change at our checkpoints as well as the Campus Clear app starting on April 1st. So I just wanted to mention that. Don't hesitate to ask any questions should anything come up. Another thing to keep in mind is that just because you've had the vaccine, you still need to participate in pool testing. It is super important, and just a slight reminder, I don't want to downplay the importance of the vaccine because it is absolutely important, but you can still test positive. The difference is the chances of you transferring that virus to someone else are slim to none, as well as you developing symptoms. So that's the most important part. Think of it as building a house. That top level is reducing those hospitalization rates, which is what we're working towards. We don't want to see our community sick, and you're doing your part by participating in pool testing. So it is now time for some fun. I want to reiterate too, and I always mention this, we have an amazing task force and volunteers. We have 100 volunteers that are helping to make our community safe. So I always want to thank them, from our pool testers to our schedulers to our contact tracers to those working at checkpoints. Next time you see them, just say thanks, because they are working and they have been here continuously. So thank them. So now it's time to play a little game. Are you ready, Paula? She's ready. It's now time to play a game of hide and seek with our favorite mascot, Pawz. The first person to guess Pawz's location on campus will win some fabulous, highly couture swag from SUNY Erie. Paula, we had multiple winners last session, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So where is Pawz this week?
Oh, well, Pawz has been on the move again since everybody guessed where he was last time around. So this one is not going to tax your brain too much. So I'm going to guess I'm going to see a lot of answers coming in quickly. But our friend Pawz is hanging out in the place on campus where you can get your questions answered about the FAFSA form. Where do you think that is?
So please enter your guesses in the correct location in the chat. And if we don't have a winner this week, we'll have another clue in our live session. Although I do think we'll probably have a winner this week. That's my
Oh, we got 2 winners already. People are jumping all over it. And for those of you guys who've already asked where your swag is, yes, there's boxes of swag sitting around my office, so I am shipping things out today, including all of the people who just posted to us. So we'll probably be generous this time around and have a few winners, because the people who are quick on the draw are always awesome, but there's other people who are weighing in too. So we'll have a few winners this week as well. You will get an email from me directly that's asking where I can send your swag to. So look out for that for those of you who have won.
Awesome. Congratulations, those. Now it's time for our SUNY Erie topic of the week. As we gear up near the end of the semester, I know we all have a lot going on. We're moving towards graduation for some of us. But one of our offices is extremely busy at the end of the semester, and that's our Career Services office. They have such fabulous staff and great direction from our director, Katie Marshall. Career Services can help with everything related to job searches and career placement, and they're always ready with some great advice for students as well. So joining us is Katie Marshall, and she'll give us an overview of everything the office has to offer. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you, Amy. Thanks for having me on today, everybody. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our services, because as we approach the end of the semester, I know a lot of you are starting to think about finding a job. And it might be that you're getting close to graduation and you're hoping to put your degree or your certificate to use, or it might be that you're looking for a summer opportunity to keep you busy before you start school again next semester. So our office is here to help with that. We can help with the job search process, resumes, cover letters. We can help you prep with your interview skills. We really do it all. And right now we're working primarily remote, but we can connect with you via WebEx, phone calls, or we can come to campus if you prefer that too. So you just have to let us know what you're interested in. One of the things that I did want to talk about today was scam job postings, because we have been seeing an increase in scam job postings. And we think probably it's on the rise because there's so many virtual or remote work opportunities right now because of the pandemic. And people are taking advantage of this. And basically what they're doing is they're posting fake jobs. They're impersonating an employer. And what they're trying to do is to get maybe personal or bank account information from you. So I just wanted to draw your attention to kind of what that posting might look like, because we have had that happen to some of our students recently. So first off, what are the red flags with a scam job posting? If you see anything that looks too good to be true, so if they're offering a lot of money and low, like not a lot of hours, then you have to kind of be on the lookout for that. So a lot of times the job postings will say like, make up to $2,000 a week and work your own schedule. Something like that is usually a red flag. If it's part-time, completely remote, and they don't give a location, that's something to also look out for. You'll also notice in these job postings that there tend to be a lot of typos or grammatical errors. So anything that has odd phrases is usually a red flag. The other thing is they might ask you to pay money up front. And this is the #1 thing I want to give you guys a heads up about. Any employer or company that's hiring you that asks for money up front to start your own or to kind of like invest in the business is usually a scam, and they're trying to get money from you in the end. They might also say, hey, we're sending you a check so that you can buy office materials. You can buy a laptop for the job. You cash the check and it bounces, and then you end up accountable for that money. So that's another scam that we're seeing a lot. So anytime you apply for a job, if right off the bat they're asking for your social security card or social security number, your bank account, or any personal information, you have to be very careful. Now, our office is here to help you with that. So if you come across a posting that you think might not be legitimate, reach out to the Career Services office. Give us a call. We will help vet that job posting for you and make sure that it's legitimate. You can also vet it yourself. I always recommend that you go online and just look the company up and make sure that the company looks legitimate. If usually they'll have the job posting right on their company's website. If you can't find it, that's a red flag. We recently had a situation where somebody was impersonating a real company in Buffalo. And when we went to that real company's website, they didn't have the job posting, and we realized that that was a scam. So you have to look out for that. Try to speak to the person on the phone. If they're only communicating with you via text, that's also a concern. A concern. So again, reach out to us. And if unfortunately you are taken advantage of or a victim of a job scam, notify the police. Call your bank and make sure that they don't give out any information and that they've maybe put a hold on your account. And then you can also notify the Federal Trade Commission, who investigates things like that. Okay, so if that happens to you, again, let the Career Services office know. We can guide you in the right direction. Hopefully it won't. And last, I did want to mention 2 events that we have coming up. So first off, we have our virtual Career Expo coming up on April 14th. And for this event, we're going to highlight 6 different employers, and each employer is going to get about 20 minutes to talk about the job opportunities that they have. So you can tune in. We're going to have Defy Solutions, People Inc., Catholic Health, Spectrum, Best Self Behavioral, and Geico. And they're all hiring, and they're looking for SUNY Erie students and graduates. So please join us for that. And then also on April 21st from 11 to 12, we're going to have a job interviewing, personal branding, and virtual networking workshop with Citi. That's Citibank. So this information will be posted on the college's website, so you can RSVP and get more details that way, but we really hope to see you there. That's all I have, Amy. I'm going to hand it back to you.
Thank you so much, Katie. That was invaluable information. It's scary to think that there's scams out there, but it's so awesome to know that we have our Career Services office to help and assist with that. So I wish all of our graduates good luck. Utilize these services. They're free. Hello. I mean, you can't beat that, right? So thank you so much for joining us, Katie. We hope you can come back again soon. All right, we're getting closer to the end of March, which is so incredible. And our celebrations of Women's History Month are continuing. We have several events coming up that we want you to add to your calendar. So next Wednesday, Erie County Legislative Chair, Erie County Legislator Chairwoman, April Baskin will be featured guest on our She Speaks series. Chairwoman Baskin is the youngest chairwoman in legislators' history, and we are honored to have her join us next week, Wednesday, March 31st at noon. This will be a WebEx event, so you can join us from wherever you are. Also, next Wednesday, our Dean of Students will host our program focused on jury participation as part of civic engagement and as being critical to encourage diversity in our community. This event takes place on Wednesday evening beginning at 6 p.m. Also will be held via WebEx. As always, you can find the details of these upcoming events and any other information on our events calendar on our SUNY Erie website. And another note of importance is that the deadline for the Say Yes program is approaching, and for the Summer Bridge program, and it will be Wednesday, March 31st. So if you know of any high school students interested in possibly coming to SUNY Erie through the Say Yes program, please, please, please encourage them to check that out. It is an amazing program with great supports and resources attached to it. And finally, we always want to remind you to check your college email regularly. There's always important information that goes out to it. We've transitioned to Workday. You'll be registering through that. There's lots of changes happening at the college, and that's the best way to get the most up-to-date and current information. So now it's time for Q&A. Paula, do we have any questions in the chat?
We have no questions. Oh, wait, there is one. As students, the transition to online learning hasn't been easy. It's been actually put a very large strain on the mental health of students. And they're taking notice at this point about the absence of any kind of break in the semester. And obviously concerned because both our February breaks and our spring breaks this year were tables because of ending the semester a little bit earlier. So there's, there's some concern among the students right now, looking for a little bit of a break and some relaxation. Bill, I don't know if, we're able to address that at all.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I mentioned a couple times, we are sort of at the mercy of other entities. We have to follow SUNY guidance and state guidance and county guidance. Well, SUNY, before winter even started, they directed all colleges to cancel any spring breaks, any breaks other than just keeping Good Friday on the books. And that was because they feared that students would go away for spring break and it would cause some spreading in the local area of COVID. So this was a decision that was really forced upon the college. And so, yes, we had to cancel both the February break and spring break, and we are ending the semester earlier. Once again, it was outside our hand, our ability to control. And, from a public safety standpoint, it was a very wise decision. And, every action has a reaction, and we totally understand the mental health component. And we are certainly here for the students. As far as any mental health issues, we have a whole team at the college that will assist in any manner. So please reach out to one of your DINA students if you are having any mental health issues. We are here to help you.
So Bill, the question, to extend the question a little bit more, the student in particular was asking whether or not we've considered implementing any type of wellness days where you're given a break. I don't know how easy that would be. We're a week away from, Good Friday being closed, and then we've only got about 4 weeks left before the semester ends. So any thoughts on that?
We have not discussed that at all, Paula. That's an interesting thought. And we, thinking back, and hindsight is 2020, maybe we could have tried to build something like that into the semester, and we didn't. But it's something to consider going forward. As you said, the schedule is so tight right now to finish. We've already published when grades are due, when the graduation is going to occur. And so it would be very difficult to make that pivot right now, nearly impossible. But it's something, again, in hindsight, that I wish we would have thought about. It's a great idea. And if we're in a situation in the fall where we're continue to be remote, not good, hopefully we're not, then it's something that we will try to build into the schedule. It's a great suggestion.
Absolutely. So for the student who posted that question to us, what we do encourage at this point, we do have an extra day off for Good Friday next Friday. So we're hoping that the students will take a little bit of a break that Easter weekend and get a little R&R and dial back a little bit. But if you're really struggling, our deans of students are amazing resources for you. Amy, as well as Jason Perry at North and Patrina Hill-Cheatham at City. They're absolutely great resources for you. So we do encourage you to reach out. You are always willing to, we're happy to take your calls in marketing as well. I'm here almost every day. So, if you need to talk or you just need somebody to vent to, we're always happy to take those calls. So please do reach out if you're struggling with something in particular, but we will do everything we can to help you get through the semester. That is it in the queue at this point, Amy. We did have the follow-up to the where is Pawz. I think our clue was pretty easy this week, and then because we're entering financial aid season for the fall semester, we had quite a few winners on financial aid as the answer to where Pawz is hanging out. So Denise, Beverly, Jason, Karen, Adelaida, and Roslyn, you'll have a package coming from the marketing office in the next week. So congrats, guys. Phil, better luck next time on the answer, but it was a great answer, thinking that he was hanging out in marketing, because everybody loves to hang out in marketing.
Congratulations to our winners. That was awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much again for tuning into our live session. We'll see you again in 2 weeks, which we'll be happy to be here. We're gonna run this out to the end of the semester. And please keep your questions coming. Come to some of our events. Those are the good positive things that I would love to emphasize. And the student that sent in that question made a very important note. We are still a college community. So please engage. You know, reach out to your campus deans and students. We have an amazing SGA office that is running events every week. Katie Marshall talked about some of those career services. Even if you think it's something you might not be interested in necessarily, it's worth your time and effort to come in. You get introduced to things. I joined yoga during this. I never thought I would like yoga. I thought it was way too slow paced for me. Now I'm obsessed. So I'm doing hot flow yoga now. So, I mean, we have to keep open minded. I think this is the opportunity to look at different things and, you know, see where things take us. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Yes, sir.
During COVID, I got 10 chickens. So now I'm a chicken farmer.
See, exactly. Gave you something else to do.
And we're all having scrambled eggs courtesy of Bill.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Wonderful. Well, if you have any other future ideas and things you'd like to see here on Pawz, please don't hesitate to shoot an email to marketing@ecc.edu. We love to hear your ideas. And we want to make this a long-term thing. So I think this is great. This is a way to get us information out there without it just being an email or on a website. So please send your ideas into us. We're happy to see them. So in the meantime, stay safe, keep your distance, wear your mask, wash your hands, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.